So this is my CA for big data, and in this we are asked to compare and contrast between MongoDB and PostgreSQL. So first of all, I started with Mongo, and I created a functions file, and the first function I created was insert movie. And since all of the movies we were given had titles, I created an object within an object just to make things look tidier. So I had the parameters are title and movie info will be my object with things such like year or franchise or synopsis or actors. Because Mongo is so flexible, it allows me to use arrays in here also, so I use arrays for actors. So these are my insert statements. First of all, I loaded in my file, and I loaded my functions file, and then I called the function insert movie and put in the title Fight Club, and then for the object I just initialized writer, year and actors for the first three, and then for the rest there's franchise or synopsis either, and then the last ones just have titles. So this is how my my movies look. I'll just show you. So as you can see here, the object info stores writer, year and then an array of actors. So then when I'm inserting later on things like franchise or synopsis, it won't come out as undefined. It's just to make my outprint tidier. So for my the questions were, first of all, I created my database just by saying use big data CA1 Don O'Reilly, and this basically just, if the database wasn't there already, it would have just created it, and then I just said DB to double check my database. So the first question was to show all documents, get all documents, which I've done here. Then it asked me to get all documents with writer set to Quentin Tarantino, and here it displays everything, each part of the document that has writer set to Quentin Tarantino. And then this next one here is to, because I used an object within an object, I had to use the dot product to access my info object. So I had to say info dot writer or actors or whichever I was looking for. So then that just displays all related to with actors as Brad Pitt. The next one was get all documents with franchise set to The Hobbit, and again I had to use the dot product for my object because it was asking for info dot franchise, and these are all part of the Hobbit franchise. The next question was to get all movies released in the 90s. So here I just displayed the title of the movies rather than everything else that comes with it. So I just said info year that's less than 2000 and greater than 1989 to not display the ID but only display the title. And then again this one asked for the movies released before 2000 and after 2010. So again, this is info year, the dot product again, the less than 2000, and then or the info dot year, the greater than 2010. The greater than 2010 here, and again it's doing the same thing. It's not outputting the ID, outprinting the ID, but it's outprinting the title. So now for my update statements, I have these updated already. So it didn't modify itself because I already put these in just to check. So there's two things here as well. I was adding a synopsis here, and so I put it as set, and then if I'm adding an actor to a movie that's already there, or that already has, so in mine there's an array of actors already, so if I said set it would overwrite it, but because I use push it will just add it to the end of the list. Then for search, text searches, I used, so here again the dot product, I have Bilbo here, and then this I after, sorry, this is searching for Bilbo, the word Bilbo in a synopsis. So I have I here to ignore the case. Then I have ID set to 0 so it doesn't display the ID, and then to display the title, and the synopsis, which is part of info, hence the dot product, to 1 as well, so it displays the synopsis just so I could check it. And then dot pretty, obviously, to make the output a lot nicer. Again, we're searching for Gandalf in the synopsis as well. I have it set to ignore case here as well, and as you can see, it's present here. Sorry, and Bilbo is also present in this one. Now for the next one, I was asked to display the movies that have Bilbo in their synopsis but not the word Gandalf, so I'll just show you now. And again, I'm doing the same thing as before. I'm ignoring the case. I have my word here and my dot product to access synopsis inside of my object info. So basically the and here means they both have to be true. So to find if Bilbo, the word Bilbo is present in synopsis, ignoring the case, and to find, and that Gandalf ignored case is not present also. So you can see here Bilbo is present here and Gandalf is not present, and then in the Battle of the Five Armies synopsis Bilbo is also present and Gandalf isn't. So for dwarves, again this is essentially doing the same thing. I'll just skip down through these. Now for my remove statements, obviously these are already removed, but just to show, so nothing was removed because obviously I removed it before. And now for the relationships one, I have an insert file again. This has all my functions in it, so I didn't find it was necessary to have like a function for users because I thought that they went in fairly quick, so I just inputted users like this. Seeing as Mongo is like really agile and flexible, I just put these two in like this. The second one in the Word document of the CA outline, it had full name and then an object, so I just input it as that. Then my functions, I had a function for insert post, which took in a username, a title and a body. And then for my insert comment, I had a username, comment and a post. And this is just how my insert statements look like. So I have insert post function. I have the username, the title and then the body. title, body, yeah. And then for my function, I have the username, comment, and the post ID of the post that it's meant to go under. So basically I just said db.post.find.pretty to find the object of each post, and then I pasted in accordingly. So to find all the users, I just said there's only 2 users, so there's username Good Guy Greg and Scumbag Steve. Then to find all posts, I outprinted everything except for their username. You just put that pretty in there to make it clearer, sorry. So these are all my posts that I inserted, and then it asked for find all posts that were authored by Good Guy Greg. So here are all the posts that Good Guy Greg is posted by. So again, similar to the movie searches, I have ID set to 0 so it doesn't display the ID. I have username set to 1 just to double check that the post was by Good Guy Greg, and then the title and the body just to display the post. So the second one is the same again, just this time with Scumbag Steve. The next one was to find all comments. Again, this was fairly easy to do. Just put that pretty in to make it more readable. So again, this time I just outprinted the comment itself. Then again, basically the same. So this one here is find all comments that belong to the post reports a bug in your code. So for this, I got the ID of the post reports a bug in your code, and then to get the comment from that, I just said where post ID is equal to this here, display the comment that comes along with it. So that's my database for Mongo, and to be honest, I preferred using this a lot more due to its flexibility and just the JavaScript function files. I found it a lot easier.